Hey, what's going on? It's Bauer. You know, everything in your life now is probably HD, right? Your TV is HD, your game console's HD, your pictures are in HD, maybe your radio's in HD. One thing is probably not in HD yet, your camcorder, and well, it's time to step up, right? This thing right here, this is an extraordinary little HD camcorder from Canon. It's the VIXIA HF11, and a couple things make this little camcorder very, very special. First of all, it doesn't use tape and it doesn't use a hard drive. This is actually 32 gigabytes of internal storage built in to the Canon VIXIA HF11, and in addition to that 32 gigabyte of internal memory, you're also able to add SD cards, SDHC cards of any size to this thing, and be able to expand the storage possibilities on this little camcorder. Now, let me run through some of the specs on this thing because it's pretty impressive. Now, instead of a CCD sensor, it actually uses an HD CMOS sensor. It's got a 2.7-inch wide LCD screen here as your viewfinder. It takes video in 1920 by 1080. That's AVC HD format. Now, it will record in a number of different bit rates, all the way up to 24 megabytes per second. Now, that's the highest bit rate available in AVC HD. So this thing can really churn through the bits, as I like to say when I'm hanging out in the sports bars. It also takes 1920 by 1080 stills, will do 24p cinema or 30p progressive mode. Now what that means, it will actually tape in a non-interlaced fashion, and can give you sort of very cinema-like effects with this little camera. And so let me go ahead and show you around this thing, because it's quite simple to use and quite an extraordinary little camera. Now this right here, this is the button that will release the latch for the SD card. Watch this, this is snazzy. Yeah, see, a little anticlimactic, but it was cool nonetheless. This is where you put your expansion SD cards right here. Along the side here, you see it's very simple. You're not overwhelmed with buttons when you open this thing up. It has a button to clear the screen or show all the info on the screen, depending on what you're doing. Right here, this button labeled easy. You might say it's a easy button actually turns the camera into full automatic mode and will allow you to very easily navigate through all of the screens and all of the functions in this camcorder. Also, around the back here, this is where you're going to find your AV out, your mic input, your charging input, all hidden behind these panels right here. So you can get to all of that very simply. Also, your record start button is located here, and around the side by your thumb is where you choose your mode. That's either still or movie recording or playback modes right there. Now on this LCD screen, you're going to find a series of menu buttons right here and a very simple toggle joystick right here. Now when you push this button, this allows you to very quickly get to some of your more basic features for manual exposure and focus, and your mic levels. Actually, this is very handy. You can actually adjust your mic levels right here from this in-screen menu. So if you get into a loud environment and you need to adjust those, you can actually do it from right there, which is really handy. And you also notice as I'm talking, mic levels are actually located on the screen here, so you can make sure you get really good audio. That's something that when you're shopping for a camcorder is forgotten a lot of times. Ways to make sure your audio stays high quality. This right here is really going to help you out with that. So alright, so we flip this thing upside down so you can more easily see this. Now these buttons right here allow you to control your zoom and also your playback functions right here. Now when you are in record mode, when you hit this button, this will allow you to very easily get through all of the menus. Now this allows you to choose your cinema mode, your program AE, your aperture, your shutter priority, all right here. And you can also very simply get to all of your basic white balance, your image effects. It actually includes a few effects such as some simple fades, wipes, and your sepia tones, stuff like that built in right there. Also, this is where you choose the bandwidth actually. In this mode, it will be cranking through 24 megabytes a second. Now that will very, very quickly eat through the 32 gigabytes that's built in. So it also has other modes that are lower bit rates that will allow you to capture a lot more video to the 32 gigabyte internal storage. As you can see right there, in its long play mode, you can get nearly 12.5 hours of video stored on the internal storage on this thing. Also, there are more advanced features in here, such as settings for your frame rate, for your autofocus mode, for the digital zoom, all buried in these menus. So if you want to get into more advanced features on this camcorder, it's very easy to do so. But also, if you're looking for a basic camcorder, you don't have to fiddle with all of these functions in order to make it work very, very impressively. Now, also, you're going to find on this camcorder a stereo microphone right up front. It also has a built-in light on the front, which is impressively bright actually once you turn this thing on. Now let me go ahead and turn that light on. You can see that's for a small light built into a camcorder, this thing is quite impressive. I mean, you can really light up a situation with this thing. It also has a flash for your still mode photography right there, and this is also where the autofocus sensor is located right here. And the camcorder also, of course, your your zoom and shutter are located on the top, and back here something a little more of a pro feature here. This allows you, this is the mini advanced shoe here. It allows you to insert maybe an aftermarket light, flash, or other accessories built for the camcorder. So overall, very impressive camera. It's got that 12x zoom built right into it, up to 200x digital zoom, widescreen LCD display, and of course, the thing shoots in HD, like I said, up to 24 megabytes per second. You can get that 30p or 24p modes in there to create those sort of cinematic scenes. It also includes a remote control to control all of your playbacks. You can hook it up to your big screen TV through the built-in HDMI port on this thing, and it will allow you to control it just like you would your VCR, and it allows you to take great self-portraits and self-videos as well, because you can control all of the record features from the remote too. So really, if you're looking for a new camcorder, and obviously if you're looking for a new one, you have to be looking at HD ones, because like I said, everything else in your life is HD. You got to get an HD camcorder, and this one is definitely going to do the job. Makes it all very, very simple. You don't even have to futz with media, because 32 gigabytes are built right into this thing, and it's expandable as far as you want to go. As many SD cards as you're willing to use, this can be expanded to. So really, really impressive camera. It's the Canon VIXIA HF11. Go check it out. For more information on this Canon VIXIA HF11 with 32 gigabytes of built-in flash memory, go to compusa.com and type in C925-1394 in the search box, or give us a call anytime, 1-800-COMPUSA.